What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Game Changers podcast. I'm your host, Mayor Socrates, and I'm here with my boy, Known G.
What's
What's
going
up,
on,
Known?
boy? What's good? What's
Hey,
good?
chilling, man. Hey, we got. We're just gonna talk a little bit about just Shedeur today, man, because I'm proud of that kid, man. I feel like he went out there last night, and uh, I think he quiet a lot of doubters. I know it's just a preseason game, but still, I feel like with the way they was treating him in practice and everything, not giving him the reps and all that. I feel like they tried to set him up for failure, and he came out last night and did his thing.
He
So I
sure did. Yeah, he did, man. He did. He did everything on the field that I think you want to see a quarterback do in the preseason. And if you wanna go out there and try to, you know, have the coaches put you on the field week one, he did almost everything that you're supposed to do. I mean, he did the right passes. He had a great pass out of the end zone for about 20-25 yards on one of the possessions. Obviously, he split the he's on his first touchdown. He split the double team for the touchdown. I mean, he was doing so much stuff out there that they try to make it seem that's not what he was going to be able to do when he came into the league.
and
So,
it was the precision for me, man. I mean, he was putting that ball in some tight windows, man. I mean, some tight windows.
hmm and he was getting out of that pocket when the pressure was coming. He had some good runs. Uh, like I said, he did everything I think you need to do to prove to the coaching staff that you're supposed to be on that field. Now, obviously, like we said, this is preseason. This is against the Panthers. There's still a lot to be proven out there. Like he knows himself, but he
I
did what
mean,
he needed to do.
all right. So I've heard a couple of people say, "Oh, it's a preseason game and it's against the Panthers." Well,
Mm.
the Panthers ain't a pushover, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they ain't the best team in the NFL, but they damn sure ain't at the bottom.
And it's still the NFL. I mean, even if you
Exactly.
go out, and
That
every NFL player will tell you that when you go out there, every game is just that game. You don't look behind you or in front of you. You look at that game that's on the schedule, and so you do have to put that into consideration. You are right.
and you can see his stats on the screen. So, and that alone, man, to me in itself is an amazing feat for someone to not for someone to not have no type of real practice with the first screen or players and all that. This man went out there last night and he was 14 to 23, two touchdowns, 138 yards, 19 rushing yards, and he had two sacks for a loss of 6 yards. For
Yeah.
that to be his first game, I don't think that's bad.
That's not bad at all. Like you said, he's not getting any first string reps in practice. He's they're they're basically making it seem as if he's not ready. Uh, the way that they're placing him in practice, the Browns organization. So for him to come out there and be like, hey, look, y'all need to just take note. I know you guys have Flacco number one on the depth chart, but this isn't a play. I'm not coming to play around. I'm really here to put in work, and I'm really here to have this organization win. And we know the history of the Browns. They probably have the worst history of quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. So
And the damn near the worst records too, man. But because and then like the turnout with the crowd. So this game was in Carolina, but you saw all those Brown fans in Carolina. When
yeah,
has that team ever traveled that well?
yeah,
Does
especially
I don't think the Browns fans travel anywhere
no,
because they
probably
suck.
not. Right,
So not
right.
not only is he doing good on the field, but he's gonna bring in revenue because people are gonna come to the games and pay to come to those games to see what he's gonna do
hmm
because you got a lot of people that don't want him to succeed. So either way, he's gonna draw a crowd. Either they're gonna be
Sure,
there to watch him fail, or they're gonna be there supporting him. But either
exactly.
way, he's gonna draw a crowd.
Yeah,
And
yep.
you still even with last night, man, you still gonna have your doubters. They gonna always say, oh, it was just a preseason game. Oh, it was against the Panthers. Oh, he still ain't proved anything to me. He got sacked 2 times. Oh, he was still holding the ball too long. Oh, he missed a couple of passes. But you got professional quarterbacks that has been in the league for 5 or 6 years and still missing good passes. You
Yeah.
can't see everything.
Mm-hmm. He's not gonna be perfect out there. I mean, he's gonna be critiqued because it's his first game and because he doesn't have obviously he doesn't have any history. So it's easy for them to say who it is, who he's going up against, and obviously I just made that claim, but that is essentially because we don't have a history on what he's gonna do, and so people are going to throw their 2 cents, but we know that he is a quarterback that should have went way before he did, and he showed it last night. So yes, there's going to be the criticism, and yes, there's going to be the doubters, and everybody's going to say what they're going to say. But he just has to take it one game at a time. Take it, stay healthy, and just be smart. If he does that and it continues I think he'll just continue to get better. And that's all. That's all I could really say, man. He's gonna get better, definitely.
Exactly. And I also wanted to say this, man. So I got a video that you mentioned to me, and you know the backstory on this reporter. So I'm gonna play this video, and you let everybody know.
Okay.
God, would you give him a chance?
Well, people say, well, he's got a sore arm. Why? Well, people say he throws a lot before practice and after practice. Well, how counterproductive is that?
I'm sure there's a method to the madness.
Obviously, it was counterproductive because he's got a sore arm.
Okay, so you're using that as a negative against the kid?
I don't understand.
Jesus, God, would you give him a chance?
Well,
my God,
here's the
because his
thing.
arm's sore?
Yeah.
What, that's a negative? That the kid's got a sore arm?
Yes.
Because he's working too hard? The hell out of here.
Working against who? Who's he
Get out
working
of
against?
here. You got an agenda with that. You're going to, you know what,
Riz.
Tone? That's going to bite you.
Tony. He's got a.
So
Yeah.
go ahead and explain that a little bit more.
Yeah. So that's ESPN's Tony Grossi. I believe that's his last name, Grossi, out of Cleveland, main Cleveland Brown reporter for ESPN. And he's been real critical of Shedeur during training camp and during the summer, just throwing shots and never really trying to give him his praise of getting better and just working and getting to camp and doing what he's supposed to do. He's just nitpicking him. As you can see, his co-host was getting on him for nitpicking everything he was doing, being sore, and just things that every football player is going to go through when they're out there in practices. It's nothing that he really was doing wrong. He just wanted to be critical of him because, once again, we know that Shedeur is going up against the media in the sense of, is he going to be good or not? And he's just over there trying to play devil's advocate the whole time and make Shedeur look like he's not going to actually go out there and compete. So this is who Shedeur confronted last night. If anybody had seen that clip floating around after the game, he asked him, "Why are you, what did I do to you? Why are you coming at me? Why all the hate?" And so he's just I would say he's like the star reporting of hating of Shedeur, but he obviously ate his words in front of Shedeur. He didn't act like he said all those things. He was ha ha and keep keying with him.
But that just shows you how a lot of hate has came to this kid for nothing. Like, so y'all drop his stop.
Mm-hmm.
You don't give him reps in practice.
Yeah.
Then he comes out and performs like this. And I have another video, man, that I want to show y'all how humble this kid is, because if it was me, and I'm pretty sure if it was a lot of more players in the NFL that has been treated the way he's been treated since draft day, I don't think I could have been this humble.
Grade your performance today.
I would say a C plus.
C plus. Why?
Yeah. It's passing. It's passing because we got the win. That's first and foremost, and that's extremely important. But Pop said, take advantage of the opportunity, and I don't feel like I did. So, I feel like I let him down a little bit, but on the team behalf, I feel like I ran the offense pretty well. I feel like I got to my decisions, and in some things I could have done better, and different process where I could speed my feet up. So, I'm just thankful for the opportunity. I'm happy, we won, but it's definitely still time to go to work.
Could you have been that humble?
I know it's been real hard to go out with the performance he did, but he understands the media. He understands that moment. He understands he's picking his words very carefully because he does not want anything to be used against him. And he understands he has so much to go in front of him. So he really said that the right way. He delivered it the right way.
Yeah, he
And
handled it well.
yeah, and he made sure that he's not. I don't. He's not too high and he's not too low. I feel like he was just he riding the wave of knowing. Okay, we got a good preseason win. I went out here and executed, but let me keep going. Let me keep doing what I need to do. And he was smart about the way that he did that interview for sure.
Yeah, because it was a loaded question. I feel like he was trying to set him up. He was trying to get him to boast and like be braggadocious about it. But the way he handled that, man, to me, that says a lot. That says a lot about growth because the Shedeur we know was flashy.
Yeah.
Took every chance he could to blast, and
But
I feel like. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I will say in Colorado, he did answer questions the same way in a lot of ways. He's never really too. He's pretty smooth in his answering of his questions. Anytime he gets a question that might be a little underhanded or anything to make him look bad or anything. He's pretty smooth with it, and obviously that's for him having his dad, having Dion in his corner.
Yeah, but okay, I'll say this then. He only takes shots when shots have been taken at him.
Yeah.
So he does find ways to get back at people who said something about him.
For sure.
But I feel like with all the flack and all the hate that he's been getting in the media since he was drafted, the way he answered that shows a lot of maturity.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Man, I would have been man. Listen, if I'd have went out here my first preseason game and passed for 138 yards with minimum play time, 2 touchdowns, and one of those touchdowns, like I like threaded that needle.
Yeah, that was nice. That bootleg.
Man,
I think you got footage of that. Do you got footage of that touchdown?
yeah, I got footage of his first touchdown. This is Shedeur's first NFL touchdown. Whether it's preseason or not, it's still his first.
Off the play fake, Shedeur Sanders into the traffic. And it is
Like,
come on now. That's a pro throw. That's an NFL throw.
and that play right there, when I was watching it last night, man, and I seen that play right there, I said, this kid has it.
He does.
Hey, I know Dion was proud because I'm proud of him. He ain't my son. And I'm not a Browns fan. I'm not a Shedeur fan. I felt like the kid was mistreated and he deserved to win. And I'm going to be rooting for him all year, except now play San Francisco. That's another story.
Yeah.
But any other team, man, if he's on the field, I'm rooting for the Browns. Well, not for the Browns, for him. I just want to see the kid win. I just want to see him prove to everybody that they was wrong.
Yeah, for sure, man. I definitely agree. He needs his flowers when it comes to going out there and proving the doubters. Even with this one game, even this preseason game, it's good to see him accomplish what a lot of people felt like he couldn't accomplish, and show that he has a skill, and show that he's supposed to be in the NFL. So I'm definitely with you.
You know how many people, man, that was sitting at home watching that game, and every time he touched the ball, they was waiting on him to throw an interception. They was waiting on him to get sacked. I'm pretty sure when he got sacked those 2 times to lose 6 yards, man, they probably cheered like they just scored a touchdown.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
they were just happy to see him lose something because he was
yeah.
doing too good. When
The
he
haters was
ran
out.
for that first down and slid like that, man, like I said, he's awake now, and now
Yeah,
he finna pick him apart.
yeah.
Didn't do as much as I wanted him to do, but he did a lot
They did a
for
lot.
it to be his first game, and I'm happy for him because man, I feel like man he was just done wrong,
Yeah.
and I feel like the whole Browns organization from the owner on down to the coaches would literally set him up for failure.
Which
They
is so
just threw him out
crazy.
there to the wolves, bro. Like
And
no
you,
first team reps, and he barely got reps in practice at all.
yeah,
To
just
tell
acting
him
like
that he's starting, and then the only one that's starting because the other 2 quarterbacks are hurt, and Flacco ain't getting out there because he's the number
uh,
one on the depth chart. So
yeah,
you pretty much fed him to the wolves, and he came out on top.
yeah. And speaking of the other two quarterbacks, Gilbert and your boy who who got the big contract but hasn't done anything, who with the whole massage parlors and all the stuff he was getting into. Was it the Watson?
Oh yeah,
So
Watson, Sean.
yeah, yeah, Sean Watson. They were on the sidelines looking kind of sick. They weren't
Because
looking happy. They weren't looking too happy that he was out there balling. I wish I had
they
we had
saw their
that picture and
jobs
put that up
fading
there.
away.
Oh man, that's
They saw
exactly what it is.
the quarterback that is what fifth on the depth chart.
Mm.
Go out
Go,
there and have an amazing preseason game for us for a rookie. Don't forget he's a rookie now.
yeah. And look, the whole time he looked under control and poised. That's very hard
Right.
to do. I don't in the NFL that's very hard to do. I don't care if it's preseason or not. You have to say when you see a quarterback in the pocket, looking contained, not looking rattled, making the right
I was just
throws.
about to say making
Yeah,
all the right passes.
yeah, the great check down throws he was making, great, good screen passes. He wasn't, he just looked like he was in good, just in a good motion, and he was in good rhythm the whole game.
Now I didn't like that play call on 4th and 1. I feel like to empty the backfield on a rookie like that didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
Like I don't know what they was going for then, but that to me that was crazy. Like he had no protection back there,
yeah, and you
no
don't want
nobody
to.
to dump it off to. Like
Yeah,
you thank God he had enough sense to scramble and just throw the ball away, but you didn't protect him. You already got 2 quarterbacks that are injured, and those 2 guys was bearing down on him.
yeah,
If he hadn't, what if they had just blindsided him? He turned around and took one up, and then he
yeah,
got hurt. Then what?
yeah.
So
And
like,
there's already been I think two crucial injuries this preseason.
yeah,
I know that
that's what I'm saying.
Richardson in the Colts, he had a crazy preseason injury, and then I forget the other one, but I know there's been another real bad injury. So I mean, you have to protect Shedeur back there, man. You can't allow him to get hurt in preseason, especially on a play like that.
Something that was really wasn't called for. I guess they wanted to. I don't know what they wanted to see, but to empty the backfield and let them pretty much those boys came through untouched because
Hmm.
they got back there on him fast.
Yeah.
I guess they wanted to see if I don't know if he can scramble under pressure or if he can make something happen under pressure. But he's already proved that in Colorado and Jackson State. Y'all have seen him. You seen
Yeah.
what he can do if you leave enough time on the clock for him to control the game. You seen what he can do when he gets in trouble in the pocket and he
Hmm.
finds his way out. He even showed you a glimpse of that last night.
Yeah, had some good runs. I mean, you saw those. You saw the runs. So it's not like that was anything that the coaching staff needed to see. They didn't need to see that.
No,
Um,
but to set him up like that, I don't know. I just feel like the Browns are out to get him, the whole organization, and if they cut him or he don't make the Browns team, whatever team picks him up, got a diamond in the rough.
Man, he's gonna go off. If that scenario happens,
They
man,
got a diamond in the rough. Because you
yeah,
got to think about it. The Browns has too many quarterbacks. They got to get rid of some of them.
yep.
So who goes?
And if they cut Shedeur, man, it's just not economically sound. Even from if they don't feel he's more talented than the other quarterbacks on the depth chart, economically, why would you cut him? It just doesn't make sense even to your bottom line. Not even from
Uh,
a
to
from a
prove a point. But that's the thing though. You saying like not to say that he's no better than man. Listen, that man got more talent in his pinky finger than the other quarterbacks. Not
for
not
sure.
not Watson, but I'm just saying like those are the two guys that were drafted. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Who were they before the Browns drafted them?
right.
But this is typical Brown. This is why they never have any success. This is why they never have a good quarterback.
Yeah, dysfunction. There's always seems like there's some dysfunction in an organization, and they can't never get it right with some of the players, or basically all the players that they draft. They can't really get it right. But at that quarterback position, they never ever land the quarterback that they truly want and need to at least get them to be
Don't
a
nobody want to play in Cleveland.
yeah, no one wants to play in Cleveland, but still, I mean, come on now. You want to find a quarterback that at least try to get you into the playoffs consistently. Obviously, winning a championship, that's going to be hard for any team to win. But
Yeah, but at this point, fuck the playoffs. Let's fill these seats. Let's
yeah,
get
yeah,
some type of revenue because like at this point, man, what's the point of having an NFL team if nobody's coming to watch us play?
exactly.
The only time we get a crowded stadium is when amazing team is coming like the Ravens, San Francisco, even Dallas, Philadelphia. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? The Patriots, teams like that. That's the only time that the Brown Stadium is full.
exactly. And that's why I say, just at a bottom line stance, why would you let go Shador, let alone his talent? But just on an economic perspective, why would you cut this man? It
Because
makes
jerseys is gonna sell.
yeah. I mean, I think he already
Seats will
has
be
the number
filled.
one. He already has the number one selling jersey. I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, and the seats are gonna get filled.
exactly, and then
If
celebrities will come into town.
oh they
Nobody other than
coming, they
nobody
coming.
other than what LeBron has brought any celebrities to come to a Cleveland game.
Exactly, but they
You know,
coming now because they all want to see Shadeur win. Everybody, I feel like he got more people wanting to see him win than fail,
oh for
and
sure,
a
yeah.
lot of people have jumped on his side simply because they know that the NFL did him wrong on draft day.
Oh yeah, oh
People
yeah,
and they can say what they want to say to try to say, oh, this is not why, this is why he dropped it so far, blah blah. But we all know, everybody knows that's bullshit. Y'all was trying to prove a point. Y'all was trying to teach him, not even him, teach his dad a lesson and let him know that you don't run nothing in the NFL.
hmm
So punish the kid because you're mad at the dad.
yeah, and just overall with anybody that thinks they're bigger than the program, bigger than the NFL. That they want to show to come in here. Don't say anything. Don't think if you don't come in the combines and don't want to do the combine or do certain things that we're just gonna
But
allow you to get drafted. That's
okay,
try.
but that combine shit, y'all don't think that's stupid though?
Oh yeah,
What is the point of that?
yeah. I don't agree with it at all. And I already know the NFL in their front offices and stuff don't agree with it. But there's certain rules that they stick by for political reasons to keep the NFL and to keep their name to a certain level because they never want. Once again, they don't want to have a certain one individual or individuals feel that they're bigger than the NFL itself.
And I get that. I understand that. But well, like so the workouts and combine. I feel like their college years is their interview to the NFL. I don't
Yeah,
feel like you should have to do another interview for something that you've already tried out for.
yeah. And then again, I will say it was up more with Shedeur because of his personality and who his dad was and the way that they felt that they didn't want him to come in with that same energy into an organization to think that he was just going to come over and take an organization over. Because if he goes first round, whatever, and he comes in the organization, he getting all this praise. They don't want him to feel like he's supposed to just be this big quarterback, which is weird as hell to me. I don't understand it, but once again, that's how it looks when you have this first round talent going the fifth round.
Yeah, but then like he could have been that way already. Like I feel like okay, yeah, I think he was a little cocky at times. I think he was a little flashy at times. But this kid, he- people have to remember they went to Jackson State and turned that program around.
Yeah,
Then
that's
they turned
amazing,
around and did it again in Colorado.
man.
What more do this kid needs to prove?
He don't need to prove anything. Like you said, he did it in college. That was the interview.
That was his interview. So y'all mad at him because you say that he didn't give a good interview.
Yeah,
It's just to me, it's just crazy how
yeah,
it was just so much thrown at this kid when all he
yeah,
want to do is play football.
yeah. And you know, like I say, he didn't give a good interview. He didn't do the workouts. He said he didn't want to go to certain teams. All these little certain things, and you know, his dad said, "Oh, we're not gonna go here." You know, Dion said, "We're not gonna go here." So
But
they
the
try
man
to
did it.
exactly. The man has did it. We have other people that have shown that they don't want to go to other places and try to finagle some stuff in the draft so they will
Oh,
go to another team.
but here's my thing though. So if I'm an NFL team, I'm an NFL owner, and draft day comes around, and a player that I know is good, that if he hadn't said anything about not wanting to play for us, I would have drafted him. But why would I want somebody who don't want to be there?
Right.
What type
That's
of performance do you think you're gonna get out of somebody who doesn't want to be there in the first place?
yeah.
I wouldn't want him there. So now, because you gotta think, man, in this day and age, these YNs, they don't have respect. Not saying
No.
that Shedeur doesn't, but a lot of these YNs, they don't have respect. They don't care about anything. If they say they don't want to play for you and you draft them anyway, now you're gonna have locker room problems because they're gonna do their best to get out of there.
Hmm.
They want out from day one. They don't care. They will. I feel like they would tank their entire season and look bad just because they don't want to be there. So now you're gonna have problems in the locker room, problems at practice, problems outside of the locker room. You're just gonna have a bunch of problems because somebody don't want to be there.
Yep.
Then he's just gonna grow a major hate for the team. Probably don't even
Yep.
show up for practice.
Yep.
So why
Yep.
would you want somebody on your team that doesn't want to be there?
Makes no sense from a front office standpoint or from a team standpoint trying to build your team up so
I was
you
gonna
could
say a
go.
business period.
Yeah, business period. It makes no sense because somebody that's supposed to be essentially your leader, especially if we're talking about the quarterback position, and in this situation, uh, you don't want that. You want positivity as much as possible. So get people that actually want to go and play for your organization.
Sanders. I would. But hey, that's been our show today, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share it, and share some more, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the game changes, because we here.
Yep.
You got anything you want to say before we get out of here, man?
Now just tap in, like, share, subscribe. Tap in with the game changes. We'll be coming with more content soon.
Hey, and Shedeur, because I know you're going to call me or text me later on, bro. I got your back, man. Keep your head up. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Going on out there and show them that Sanders way.
For sure.
And we out.
Peace.
But don't forget to hit me up, Shedeur. I got you.